now I run this organization after Mrs. Sarla Bhargava, whom you see at the back. She was a founder member of the All India Kitchen Garden Association, and this was founded in 1967. From 96, of course, at that time there were many others. At that time India was going through a very difficult time. We just had the Indo-Pakistan, China war, then Indo-Pakistan war, and economically the country was in very, very poor shape. We had to import food grains and things, right, from that PL 480 of America. So at that time, 1967, Lal Bahadur Shastri was our Prime Minister, and he, his very famous slogans of Jai Jawan Jai Kisan, and from that, and he said we must be self-reliant on our food. So what happened was that a group of ladies, right from Lalita Shastri, his own wife, Mrs. Jawan at that time. So all of them got together. Mrs. Bhargava was also, she was very active, right? So they started a campaign, went from house to house, old Delhi, here, everywhere, and motivating people, please grow your own vegetables, grow your own food. In fact, Mrs. Lal Bahadur Shastri, Ms. Jawan, they have these huge bungalows, ministerial bungalows. So what happened was they grew wheat in their gardens. Now, I don't think anybody thinks of all that. Then slowly, a small, started this organization, and it grew because she got more and more people. Earlier, I think membership was only 5 rupees, annual membership. Today it is 300 rupees. At that time, I don't think anybody was like life member or something. We didn't have any concept of that sort. But we had a lot of, people who would advise. And so many we have lost. Most of them, of course, no more. In fact, just recently we lost Mr. S.K. Mathur, who was also that time, Percy Sharma, all these. And so this is what happened. So she dedicated her life to this and started motivating, how to grow flowers, from vegetables and fruits and whatnot to flowers. Then organize shows to advertise, to publicize. Right? And so then that is how we got more and more members. Now we have everybody, now we have like 30 units in Delhi and NCR alone. Mm-hmm. You're telling me now you're from DLF, unit 39. So we have more, many more. But and at that time it was only Kitchen Garden Association. Then later on it became All India Kitchen Garden, when people from Mumbai, from Maharashtra, from Bangalore wanted to join also. So they all joined it, so it became wider. Then we have big unit in Jaipur, Udaipur, all these areas. Now we have 3 outstation units. This is in Meerut, Varanasi and Gwalior. And so this is what we do. Now we have, from then on, from that time, we have expanded our programs. And as you can see, we have now, we teach. Our main purpose is to publicize and train and teach public. So what we have is training programs throughout the year. We start with basic garden training. Because why basic? Because you have to understand the earth, the soil, the basics, your water, how to use it, how to use your manures. Everything we use is organic. Now, like you see a tray garden, you see a bottle garden. Okay? Now look at the liliums that are growing in there. some sabjis are there just now because the weather is such that only if you have, these are mine, the China orange,
Okay.
narangi, matar, the lettuce, all these are all mine. And palak, methi. So these then you can use, and then you have somebody has bought pudina, things like that, which are growing now. There's this certain season which grows, and so this. So we have this, then bottle garden here, right? And all these different. I don't think the lady who did the card. Now we make our own card also from your own kitchen, your kitchen waste. That's the best. So we make our own cards, and we make our enzymes. Enzymes are things which from maybe from fruits and flowers, and we use that for watering the plants, for the insects, for your pocha you can use. Very, very good. Anti-mosquito, anti-insect, but in a natural way. So this is what we have at the moment, and you can see a very enthusiastic crowd also of people who are selling things. You have different containers, shamans, all different things. Now having all organic things, so someone is having jute bags, and everything is more or less organic. And different units, like over here 7A, they have their own stall, they're growing their own everything over there. So now we're doing our own haldi, everything we do. So this is how we have grown, and soon after this, after Holi, we shall be arranging our basic garden training. Iske baad bonsai training, then it just goes on. Advanced garden training and some other training programs. And we also teach people nutrition. Once you have, you've got some fruits, what do you do with it? Pickle them in what way, and make achars or make different cakes or this and that, whatever. So we have a nutrition program also, which unfortunately today we can't put out over here because the weather, you can't really keep things, like cut vegetables, and so we have a lot of programs. Gardens on the spot, people, different categories, balcony, large garden, small garden. But then, for the last 2 years, nothing, only virtually. So last year we could only give out certificates. This year we'll be giving some small cups, just for a start. So here will be our, where we'll be giving the cups. So everybody, members also very happy because bar they'll say, ma'am, we can't go to this nursery and that nursery, so ek nursery se, and can't travel so much. So ek jagah mein sare to facilitate buying and selling the plants, we've organized this. It's not in such a big way that we usually have, because usually we'll take up the whole this whole park. We'll take up the whole park. But still, I think it's doing quite well. And people are enthusiastic, and people are still interested. That's the main thing. Still interested in gardening, in how to do.
Yeah, that's tremendous contribution made by the association itself.
Yes.
Considering that it started with floating a concept.
Yes.
And started talking about kitchen gardening. By and by, what's ended up happening is people have begun to actually believe that they can grow these things and they don't need a plot of land for it.
No.
They can do hydroponics, they can do gamlas, they can do it in their balconies.
Right. Aeroponics, hydroponics, there's so many.
Yeah, so that's a great contribution
Right.
made by the Kitchen Garden Association.
Thank you so much. And I mean, I hope we continue this. And I'm very tired actually, but
And we moved a long way from the time of Lal Bahadur Shastri,
that's true.
when the mantra was miss one meal a week.
Yes, yes.
Monday evening,
Yes, yes.
no cooking in the house.
Right.
And he implemented it in his own house.
Yes.
To today, where people can get the healthiest food.
Yes. Everyone is going
Good.
now for organic.
Yes.
Organic, That is the thing. It's a big thing.
Yeah, that's very nice. In India, is surplus on it. So
Yes, now surplus in wheat and rice and so many things. Exporting. So that's a good thing.
yeah, the awareness, I think once it,
But in our own small way, we just do what we can. So that's good because it also helps the environment.
sure.
That
It's
is
a very lifeblood for all of us.
And when? Which unit?
20.
Unit 20.
Rupachi.
Okay. Okay.
So from that time it's only virtual meetings.
I know. This is what is happening now, virtual
Yeah,
meetings,
for the
virtual
last 3
meetings.
years.
So we're really hoping now we'll have stuff.
But great,
Thank you so much.
great. I mean, we have learned so much.
So much.
And
Right.
I'd been doing gardening all throughout, but doing in the pots was a task.
Yes. That's
And
true.
that
we
we-
have in the hanging baskets. You can do everywhere, anywhere. You can have a little balcony and have something. You can have, terrace.
And the pot mix which they teach us for
Yes,
everything,
yes.
that these things matter.
Right. And now make
हो जाता है.
That's true.
I know. कितना भी नहीं लेके आओ, फिर भी होता है.
happens.
Some
We need.
packaging is always there.
The
It's
plastic,
always,
yes.
it's always there.
From the vegetable vendor you won't take, from fruits vendor you won't take, but other things are there.
Yeah,
Biscuits,
that's right.
It's really nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. What's your name?
I'm Tajinder. I've banked 4 prizes. It's 250.
It says 350.
Yeah.
I saw the tag.
You saw? So one is 250 and one is 350.
So this is exactly 600.
600. 600 beta. 600 चाहिए.
So I've known you for the last few years, and I've been doing gardening from 2012 since I joined this All India Kitchen Garden Association, because I wanted to do gardening on my terrace and my backyard, and a little bit in my front lawn also I do my gardening, my vegetable gardening and herb gardening, so that I don't waste my space in the front garden also. So I grow haldi in my front garden because the leaves look so beautiful, and all my gardening that I do is with organic. I use all my kitchen waste and make compost from it, and then I use the compost, leach it, and that compost for all my vegetables which I grow on the terrace. So everybody who even has a small space can grow vegetables on their terrace or in their small balconies also. So I've learned a lot from All India Kitchen Garden Association how to grow and how to grow organically. So I have not been using any chemicals, no pesticides, and no chemical fertilizers, and all my things are organically grown.
I'm Renu Sharma from AIKGA Unit 39. How I went into gardening, a passion which released my stress every day. I was a small girl when Sarla Bhargava used to come with my mother. She was my mother's friend. And that's the time I saw my mother also into passion with flowers, my father, and I developed this passion. So I've been busy for so many years of my life, which I did not have, this passion was never there. But of course I used to buy from nurseries and everywhere and put all the plants in my house. But when I got a little free from my 24/7 life, I decided to venture out, and I always loved rose garden from childhood. So my husband, being an architect, designed a house for me, which was full of roses, about 60 varieties on my terrace. But every time I used to go to the United States, I used to come back, 5, 6, 8 मेरे मर ही जाते थे. Then slowly, gradually, I met one of the girls, a very sweet girl, Tulika, who introduced me to the AIKGA group of Gurgaon. And then I saw the ladies' passion, and then I knew कि मेरा passion उनके सामने कुछ भी नहीं था. उनका जो मैंने passion देखा, hats off to it, Leela ji, Hema ji, so many other people, Seema Suji, all people were totally into this group. And then I made my rose garden into a kitchen garden and started putting my own veggies. इतनी veggies होने लगी कि मैं सबको free distribute करती हूँ till date. And it is totally an organic farming. And then suddenly I decided कि जब मैं पौधे भी खुद करती हूँ तो बीज क्यों ना बनाऊँ. So eventually मैं 2-4 अपने छोड़ देती हूँ to turn into a seeds. And all these things which I am doing presently for the last 1.5 years is donated for a charitable cause, funds. Like this month I have 4 causes. सबसे पहले cause है 12 तारीख को गुरुकुल में हवन, feeding 300 kids. I already put a water cooler for them, for the 300 kids. And the second is what I'm doing is Bhandara at the Greater Clash Mandir, where I'm putting AC cold water for all the doctors' dispensary, which charitable है. Plus third is that I'm operating somebody at the Gangaram, so जितना भी खर्चा आएगा, that is being donated here, and the Bhandara to 1,000 people. So these are my 4 charities this time. Earlier I've been quite a lot doing whatever money I earn through this, plus my contribution, it's going to society. So what I say, nature is feeding so many people. I'm so happy कि जो nature है जो मेरे stress को बाहर निकालती है और कितने लोगों को इससे हम इसको donate कर सकते हैं. So वो जो passion है, चाहे कितने भी बीमार हो, it's a medication too, I would say. And I'm so happy that I've been involved in the All India Kitchen Garden group, and that's the greatest, I would say, my Sai Baba's blessings to me. Thank you so much.
मुझे आई नो बट मुझे बोलने में बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होती है, कभी कभी मुश्किल होती है. वो तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं बोलेंगे. वो पहले बोल देते अच्छा ये वाला हमारे पास है, तो इसका देख के कहेंगे ये अच्छा लग रहा है.
नहीं, आपका तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग हो रहा होगा. 15-16 साल का टाइम आपने इसमें लगाया है.
वैसे मैंने 15
को उसने एडिट किया होगा अपनी तरीके
मुझे
से,
तो
वही तो आप बोलिए.
नहीं, मुझे ये बड़ा मुश्किल. आप एडप्ट
कैसे शुरू हुआ?
नहीं, शुरू तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. मैं तो बहुत सालों से वैसे कर रही हूँ.
वही तो
बिकॉज मुझे तो सॉर्ट ऑफ आई एम डूइंग दिस. आई हैव डन इन ही इज रिटायर्ड फ्रॉम एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स. तो जहाँ भी गए वहाँ पे भी मैं प्लांट जरूर लगाती हूँ. मुझे अच्छे लगते हैं प्लांट लगाते हैं. थोड़ा ग्रीनरी दिखनी चाहिए, थोड़ा सा आपकी इन्वॉल्वमेंट हो जाती है, बिकॉज देन यू आर पासिंग योर टाइम, यू नो, दैट इज द रीजन. अदरवाइज आई थिंक मेरे घर में मैं ही हूँ जिसको पसंद है. रख लेते हैं बच्चे वैसे लाके पैसा खर्च देते हैं, बट नो बडी वांट्स टू टेक केयर ऑफ दैट. तो दैट इज द रीजन. बट मे भी थोड़ा सा तो जाएगा देख देख के उनको बाद में. At least they have seen all these things. They have started at least keeping. Once you keep all these things, then maybe they will also try.
Like for food, you start with tasting. For these things, you start by alright.
Yes.
So as they kind of
I
lifestyle,
feel
I
that
think
maybe they will. Let's see. We have 3 children. तो मेरा बेटा भी करता है, उसको बहुत शौक है. और मेरी बड़ी वाली जो बेटी है उसने भी गार्डन बड़ा अच्छा रखा है. लेकिन छोटी वाली को थोड़ा सा शौक है, लेकिन सिर्फ रखने का शौक है. वो कह देते हैं माँ इट्स योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. जितना चलता है उतना ही. आई लव प्लांट. मुश्किल ये है कि आई जस्ट सी द प्लांट एंड आई लाइक इट एंड दैट हैज़ टू बी विद मी. That goes.
you don't just like it, you like it for the sake of it.
बस yeah, because I have to have that. This happens. Sometimes he used to joke, you know, tell everybody कि she goes, चाहे वो उसमें छोटी सी पहाड़ी पे ही लगा हुआ होगा, she will go there and take it out. I love it. But I think new generation has to start. Otherwise, environmental gives you really protection for that.
Yes, loving nature, plants, and trees is, I think, basic requirement for life to continue as it is and our planet
Because
to
they are
survive.
also like us only, na? They grow, they just,
Absolutely. I think all of us evolve.
हाँ. So this also same thing.
जब तक बाद में ठीक जगह पे पहुंच गए,
हाँ. क्या natural.
मंजिल पे पहुंचने के लिए किसी को कितना टाइम
जाना हाँ क्या जाएगा उसके बिना तो गुजारा नहीं है ना बट यू कैंट लिव इन द बंजर चारों तरफ आपका अगर कंक्रीट है यू डोंट लाइक टू लिव सो इफ यू ग्रो एंड कीप देम
ऐसा तो आपका जो एग्जाम्पल है और आप जो डेमोन्स्ट्रेट कर रहे हैं घर में उनका असर तो उनके ऊपर होना ही
जरूर होगा
होना ही
let's hope for it
But you are optimistic.
oh yes definitely because अगर 3 में से 2 ने इंटरेस्ट ले लिया तो थर्ड भी ले ही लेगा grandchildren also they buy they like something they buy but one of them she is little yes she likes she buy also she keeps also but try and error है ना सभी वो करना नहीं चाहते try ना गया तो गया दूसरा ले आओ that is it क्या आपने मेरी सारी